Good evening, a warm welcome to State of Business RTV's Primetime News Bulletin with me, Rukshi Panditaratna. Let's take a look at the headlines first. IMF Executive Board clears Sri Lanka's economic reforms and Sri Lanka-Singapore FTA to be finalized by end of this year. And today on Top Stories, the Executive Board of the International Monetary Fund has completed the second review of Sri Lanka's economic performance under the program, supported by a 3-year extended arrangement under the Extended Fund Facility arrangement. Completion of the review enables the disbursement of about $167.2 million, bringing total disbursements under the arrangement to about $501.5 million. Sri Lanka's 3-year extended arrangement of $1.5 billion was approved on June 3, 2016. The government's reform program, supported by the IMF, aims to reduce the fiscal deficit, rebuild foreign exchange reserves, and introduce a simpler, more equitable tax system to restore macroeconomic stability and promote inclusive growth. Following the Executive Board's discussion of the review, Mitsuhiro Furusawa, Acting Chair and Deputy Managing Director, said Sri Lanka's fiscal performance has been strong. Targets for the fiscal balance and tax revenue have been met. The new Inland Revenue Act, which has been submitted to Parliament, will support fiscal consolidation, make the tax system more efficient and equitable, and generate resources for social and development programs. The IMF also said continued international reserves accumulation and enhanced exchange rate flexibility, to which the authorities are committed, would reduce Sri Lanka's external vulnerabilities. Meanwhile, UPFA MP Bandulu Gunawardena says the new Inland Revenue Bill will introduce taxes on money being sent in by Sri Lankan expatriate workers. Addressing the media, he said the new bill will greatly inconvenience the locals and will help the foreigners to thrive.
වෘත්තීකයෝ තමයි බංගලදේශයේ ඇඟලුම් කර්මාන්තය ඉහළ මට්ටමකට ගෙනීම සඳහා උපදේශාත්මක සේවාවන් සපයන. ඉන්දියාවේ ඇඟලුම් කර්මාන්තයට උපදේශාත්මක සේවාවන් සපයනවා. ගෘහ නිර්මාණ ශිල්පී වෙන මාලදිවයින හා වෙනත් රටවල් වල ගෘහ නිර්මාණ ශිල්පී කාර්යය සඳහා වෘත්තීමය සේවා සපයනවා. ගණකාධිකාරීවරු ඉන්නෝ ලෝකේ විවිධ රටවල වැඩ කරන ශ්‍රී ලාංකික. ඔවුන් ගේන මුදල් බද්දෙන් නිදහස් කරලා තිබුණා. බද්දට යටත් වෙන අයට 16% අනුග්‍රහක අනුපාතයක් තමයි ලබලා දුන්නේ. නමුත් මේ පනතෙන් ඔවුන්ට තිබුණ බදු නිදහස් ඉවත් කරලා තියෙනවා. බදු සහන ඉවත් කරලා තියෙනවා. බදු අනුපාතය වැඩි කරලා තියෙනවා. විදේශ රටක යම්කිසි වෘත්තීකෙක් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ ඇවිල්ලා සේවයක් කළොත් එයා උපදවගෙන ඔහුගේ රටට ගෙනියන ඒවා බද්දෙන් නිදහස් කරලා. ඒ නිසා ස්වජාතිකයන් වෙනසෙනවා, විජාතිකයන් සැනසෙනවා.
The Colombo Stock Exchange says that rising foreign inflows have pushed the overall performance of the stock exchange to a robust territory so far this year. Net foreign inflows have been recorded for 24 consecutive weeks from the first week of February onwards. The foreign purchases for the first half of 2017 stood at 62.6 billion rupees, which was 200% higher than what was recorded in the first half of 2016. The net foreign inflow so far this year is 23 billion rupees. During the same period of 2016, the net foreign inflow stood at 383.5 million rupees. The data issued by the CSE showed that the ASPI has been up by 8.23% and S&P SL20 was up by 11.03% so far in 2017. The growth of the indices in 2017 reflects a reversal of the declining trend from a 9.66% and 5.54% decline in the benchmark ASPI index in 2016 and 2015 respectively. Overall trading activity has also improved in 2017, with the daily average turnover improving to Rs 911 million from Rs 737 million in 2016. Let's take a look at more news after this break. Welcome back. Foreign Minister Ravi Karunanayake says the proposed Sri Lanka-Singapore Free Trade Agreement will be finalized later this year. Karunanayake disclosed these details following a discussion with visiting Singapore Foreign Minister Vivian Balakrishnan in Colombo today.
The Foreign Minister of Singapore is in Sri Lanka to enhance bilateral ties between the two nations. During the bilateral discussions, the two ministers had discussed ways and means to enhance ties in the areas of trade, development and maritime security.
Foreign Minister Balakrishna and I have just concluded a productive discussion on a range of areas of mutual interest, including economic and development cooperation, tourism and people-to-people contacts, cultural cooperation, defense and maritime cooperation, reconciliation as well as cooperation in the regional and multilateral fora. Particular attention was paid to the ways and means of further strengthening our bilateral trade and investments, including proposed Sri Lanka-Singapore Free Trade Agreement, which is expected to be finalized in the latter part of 2017.
We've discussed how we can deepen bilateral relations between Singapore and Sri Lanka. We've looked at promoting trade and investments, and we also had a chance for a very frank exchange on geopolitical developments. Both Sri Lanka and Singapore are small states, and that comes with all the challenges of surviving and thriving in a world that is changing so dramatically. But as small states, we have to face these challenges head on, and it is an opportunity for us also to work more closely together so that we can weather these challenges together.
Government today distributed water bowsers among 5 districts affected by the drought. The relevant bowsers were given to district secretariats of Polonnaruwa, Puttalam, Anuradhapura, Gampaha and Kurunegala. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe was the chief guest at the occasion. Let's take a look at stocks after this break. Welcome back. Trading at the Colombo Stock Exchange ended in red today. The all-share price index dropped by 6.03 points to end trading at 6,735.04. S&P SL 20 dropped by 7.28 points to close the session at 3,874.86. Turnover was 1.2 billion rupees and 50.5 million shares were traded. Let's take a look at today's forex rates. Thank you for watching State of Business. See you tomorrow at the same time. Till then, take care. Good night.